My name is Deputy Connor Cunningham, spelled Conner, Cunningham. I'm the lead public information officer for the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. I'm here today to speak about the incident that occurred earlier this evening at the Red Rocks Amphitheater. On July 5th, 2019, around 6 o'clock in the evening, police dispatchers received 911 calls from concert attendants at the Red Rocks Amphitheater. Callers reported that an active shooter was inside the venue and multiple people were shot and killed. As police responded to the scene, witnesses stated a blue Subaru Impreza fled the area at a high rate of speed. It was later reported that the car crashed into the Cow and Eatery in Morrison, causing a fire. The crash resulted in multiple injuries and at least one fatality. Police officers and Red Rock Amphitheater security staff responded to the interior of the venue, where they witnessed the suspect take his own life. The officers and security staff also rendered aid to victims at the concert. Morrison police officers and a Colorado State Patrol trooper responded to the crash and completed an investigation. They determined the crash was unrelated to the incidents at Red Rocks. At this time, it is believed that the driver of the blue Subaru was driving under the influence of alcohol. At this time, we do not know how many people were injured or killed during the shooting. Numerous people were rushed to area hospitals, where some are currently listed in critical condition. The names of victims will be released after they've been identified and at the request of family members. We do not know the name or the identity of the suspect, but we will release it as soon as we know. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is asking everyone to be patient as we move forward with this investigation. This particular crime scene is massive, and there's hundreds of witnesses to interview and thousands of pieces of evidence to collect. We will make press conference and public information announcements related to this incident via our Facebook and Twitter pages. We now have time for a few questions. Yes. So the question is, do you know if the two incidents are connected to each other? Again, these incidents are not related whatsoever. The shooting occurred and a witness stated they saw a car fleeing the area. We've investigated that, or the Morrison Police Department investigated that and deemed it just an unrelated DUI. The next question is, do you know how many fatalities or injuries there are? Again, we do not have a number at this time. We know that several people were shot. Some people were killed. But again, we do not have a number, and we'll release that information as it comes in. And again, the identities of those who were victims of this crime will not be released unless the family requests it. The next question is, if a reunification center or area has been established, and where is it located? So concert goers have been moved to the Bandimere Speedway, and family members and friends are getting in contact there. If you know somebody that was at the concert and you're worried about them, go ahead and reach out to them. We're trying to establish sort of a digital reunification center on our county webpage, so bear with us on that. Next question is, which agency is in charge of the investigation? So Red Rocks Amphitheater is actually in Denver's jurisdiction. However, given the physical location of the Red Rocks Amphitheater, its size and things like that, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is going to be handling it. And then as far as, charges, things like that go, that'll be up to the Denver Police Department's district attorney. Next question is there any video footage of what the suspect looked like from the incident? Again, there are video cameras inside the venue, but we're not ready to release that information, those videos, anything like that, until the conclusion of the investigation. Next question is, how many shooters were at Red Rocks, one or more than one? To our knowledge, at this time, there was only one shooter. The evidence is leading us to believe that there was only one shooter at this time. Again, with the few interviews that we have done, with what the officers and security staff saw, it's just one shooter. Next question, did the fleeing suspect's car crash on accident, or was the wreck caused by pursuing officers? Again, the two incidents are completely unrelated. This driver, the blue Subaru, was a concert goer. He had too much to drink and he decided to drink and drive. Next questions. Did officers engage the suspect or suspects before they fled? The officers and security staff did not have the opportunity to engage the suspect inside the venue. As I stated previously, they were rushing to the sound of gunfire, observed a suspect with a firearm, and watched as he took his own life. Next question. Were there any threats made ahead of time that authorities knew about? At this point in our investigation, there were no lead-ups to this incident. Unfortunately, this is not the only incident in the history of the United States where somebody has committed a violent act for no apparent reason. We are hoping as the investigation continues that witnesses or associates will come forward so that we can try and figure out what this guy's motive was, to get some closure and to hold him responsible for what he did tonight. Is the suspect in custody? Again, he's not in custody. He took his own life at the scene. And last question that we have time for. And the question is, what do you think were the suspect's motives? Again, this is at this point in our investigation, it's much too soon to assume anything, to speculate on anything, nor will we. As that information becomes available, we will release it to the public. Thank you.